Welcome to United Report, your ultimate source for everything Manchester United. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, we've got you covered with all the updates, transfers, and match highlights you need. If you're a true Red Devil, this is your home. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive into the world of United together. Manchester United moved up to 12th in the Premier League table with a scrappy 1-0 win at Fulham earned via a late Lisandro Martinez goal. It had been a terrible game that lacked any attacking quality until Martinez finally broke the deadlock. The centre-back deserved credit for getting in front of Rodrigo Muniz to win possession, and having been encouraged to join the attack of late, he strode forward and tried his luck. His shot took a deflection off Sasa Lukic and looped over Bernd Leno. Fulham had offered little threat of their own during the game, but came close to an equaliser when Joachim Andersen headed goalwards from a corner, only for Toby Collier to head off the line and preserve United's clean sheet and earn an 8th Premier League win of the season. There was just half an hour on the clock at Craven Cottage when the away end launched into a chant of attack, 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 attack. It just about summed the proceedings up. With a third of the game gone, United hadn't had a shot, and that record barely improved across the 90 minutes. It was a performance lacking any real bite in attack, and one that United will feel they got away with. That away end had given up their Sunday for this anti-social kickoff, and they did not like what they were seeing. They finally got a moment they deserved late on, but it was a tough watch at times. United looked better defensively, and they are starting to improve in that area of the pitch. Now, the challenge is to develop more of an attacking threat to their game. When United got a throw in an attacking position just before half-time, Bruno Fernandes ordered Harry Maguire and Matthijs de Ligt to go up, and when Carlos Fernandes stood on the edge of the technical area, it was clear this was a set-piece worked on in training. Maguire took up a position off the pitch, ready to run on and get a better leap for his flick-on, which showed there was a plan there. The plan didn't involve Diogo Dalot running up for a long throw and then going backwards instead. On the opposite side of the pitch, Carlos Fernandes shrugged his shoulders. That wasn't in the plan. The game was less than 5 minutes old when Rasmus Højlund had a pop at Andre Onana, telling him not to clip long balls up for him to challenge for with the imposing Joachim Andersen and Calvin Bassey. Andersen had already let Højlund know he was there a couple of times, and he seemed intent on bullying his international teammate, whose strengths and weaknesses he would have been well aware of. There is a sense that Højlund can be bullied in physical aerial battles, and while his hold-up play is improving, he is better at getting the ball into feet, with a centre-back behind him, than in the air to challenge for. He told Onana as much. It was the second time already that an aimless pass towards Højlund simply resulted in a turnover of possession. Amorim had told United fans that he didn't want them to sing about him, but instead to direct that support to the players. At the moment, they are ignoring those instructions. If the supporters had a better relationship with those players, then maybe it would be different. But at a time of near crisis, it is the man in the dugout they are backing over players that they feel have let them down time and time again. The away end at Craven Cottage was in fine voice for a kick-off time that filled nobody with enthusiasm, and they spent the first 20 minutes singing almost exclusively about Amorim. After a lengthy rendition of Amorim's Red and White Army, it was time for Amorim's own song. Those supporters made it clear where their loyalties lie. Manchester United defender Lisandro Martinez believes Toby Collier is an example to the young generation. United secured a 1-0 victory against Fulham in the Premier League on Sunday evening, and Martinez broke the deadlock at Craven Cottage with a deflected goal in the 78th minute. Fulham had a chance to equalise with just 2 minutes to play, but Collier made an outstanding goal line clearance to protect the lead and ensure United left London with 3 points. Collier was introduced to the game for Manuel Ugarte in the second half, and the 21-year-old has enjoyed a fine start to 2025. Bruno Fernandes lavished Collier with praise after United's win against Rangers, and Martinez became the latest senior player to complement the academy product. A delighted Martinez spoke to TNT Sports after the final whistle and said, "I think it was lucky the goal, but I'm really happy with the way we won the game. It doesn't matter who scored, the most important thing is the 3 points and how we fight, play, show character and personality. And I'm so happy because of this guy Collier. Honestly, this guy is a big example to the young generation." I'm really happy for him because he's working so hard every day and is so humble. He deserves it all." Collier responded, "It's unbelievable, and the praise comes from a World Cup winner, so I couldn't ask for anyone better, really. I just keep working hard. It's a tough environment, and it makes you better as a player." I remember clearing it and thinking, has that gone over the line? But luckily it hadn't. Martinez reflected on the win and added, "It means a lot, not only to the fans but to us because we suffer a lot, and it's a really hard win. When you lose at this club, the pressure is really hard. But we are here. We know how difficult it is, but we have to show every game. Like today, we have to win and be humble after winning." United's win lifted them up to 12th position in the Premier League table. Manchester United are still hoping to get some deals over the line before the January transfer window line next week. Ruben Amorim is said to be frustrated by a lack of progress on new signings as he looks to overhaul his struggling squad and move them up the Premier League. But there's still time for United to bring in reinforcements, with the club rumoured to be in talks to sign Lecce left-back Patrick Dorgu. There is also increasing speculation that both Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho could both leave this month, while Antony will join Real Betis on loan for the rest of the season. Mirror Football has rounded up all the latest Manchester United transfer news and rumours with deadline day just around the corner. Christopher Nkunku is a player Manchester United have been heavily linked with in recent days, with the Chelsea forward struggling for regular minutes under Enzo Maresca. And with the Blues reportedly keen on United's Alejandro Garnacho, who is suffering a similar predicament at Old Trafford, a stunning swap deal could be on the cards. According to ESPN, Garnacho would favour a move to Stamford Bridge should he be forced to leave Old Trafford, with United chiefs open to letting him leave in order to keep within PSR rules. It's also reported Nkunku is open to leaving Chelsea this month after picking up just 3 Premier League starts under Maresca. The Italian said, "With Joao and Cristo, most managers only play one attacking midfielder. They are top players, I like both. They struggle because most of the time, we only play with one attacking midfielder. I am not saying they will leave." Marcus Rashford's future is set to be talked about all the way until the end of the transfer window, as he continues to wait for his move out of United. The 27-year-old has not played for United since mid-December, before revealing he wanted to leave Old Trafford in a bombshell interview. The forward has been linked with moves across Europe, including AC Milan and Barcelona, who look the most likely to sign the England international, if they can find a way to register the player. Most clubs would struggle to pay Rashford's £325,000 a week wages, so a loan move is the only way a switch could be feasible. And it's believed Rashford has agreed to take a wage cut to ensure he pushes through a move to the new camp, with the La Liga side notably suffering financial issues. Mundo Deportivo have claimed Barcelona are exploring ways they can sanction a move and have been trying to offload players, but Rashford is set to make a compromise. That would still require United to pay at least half of his wages for a deal to be agreed. Antony claims he is very happy to be finally sealing a move away from Manchester United. The Red Devils have given their permission for the Brazilian winger to fly to Spain after striking a deal with Real Betis. The Andalusian side are set to sign Antony on loan until the end of the season. Betis will pay a sizable chunk of his wages as part of that agreement, while it is suggested that they will face penalties should they not play him enough. And speaking to reporters in a Spanish airport, he gave a brief assessment into his mindset ahead of the move. "I'm so happy. I'm ready," he said. Antony's move to Betis brings to an end a rotten spell at Old Trafford since an £85 million move from Dutch giants Ajax. He has made 96 appearances since then, but has scored just 12 goals. The 24-year-old has found opportunities hard to come by this term, with just 3 starts in all competitions. Antony may have to wait for next weekend for his debut for his temporary employers, with Betis set to take on Athletic Bilbao, with Saturday's clash with Mallorca coming too soon. Speaking last month, United boss Ruben Amorim vowed to help Antony to rediscover his best form. He said he needs more confidence. If you remember the Antony at Ajax, he lacks a little bit of confidence to go 1v1, so he will improve. But he's working really hard. He's trying. He's playing more inside than outside, especially in this game, against Tottenham. You have to do that to work really hard, and that will help him to be a better player. Antony is unlikely to be the only one to bid farewell to Old Trafford over the final week of the January transfer window. Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford both face uncertain futures. The Argentine looks set to leave amid interest from Napoli, while United's Premier League rivals Chelsea have emerged as contenders for his signature. United are set to demand around £70 million for Garnacho's services. Elsewhere, Rashford's options are constantly narrowing. A move to AC Milan now appears unlikely after the Italian giants moved for Kyle Walker on loan from Manchester City. Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona have also been linked, but neither side have made a tangible move. A sensational swap deal involving Alejandro Garnacho and Christopher Nkunku could happen after both stars' stances were revealed. Both Manchester United and Chelsea are expected to have a busy end to the January transfer window. The Red Devils could bid farewell to a host of stars as they attempt to navigate PSR issues. Academy graduate Marcus Rashford has been linked with a move away, while Garnacho is being eyed by Napoli. United's Premier League rivals Chelsea have emerged as shock contenders for his signature, and it appears that his stance could potentially lead to a move to Stamford Bridge. According to ESPN, the 20-year-old's preference would be a move to Chelsea should he be forced to leave his current club. United boss Ruben Amorim refused to rule out a move away from Old Trafford over the coming days. He said, "I don't know what will happen. Let's focus on the team and the players that we have here. We don't know what can happen until the window closes. Anything can happen." He added, "I'm focused on the games and he's Garnacho here. He's a player for Manchester United. Was really important for us today, and let's see in the next days. I think he's improving in every aspect of the game. He was better today playing inside, also outside, changing positions. He's improving the recovering position. You can see it until 90 minutes. He's always there recovering and helping. Sometimes showing some frustration, and that is good, because he wants more. I think he has potential to be so much better in every situation in the game. What I can say is, he understood what I was trying to do, was really clear, I just want to help them, but in the end it's them that do the job." And while Garnacho would be open to a move, it appears United have also been offered encouragement ahead of a potential move for Nkunku. It is reported that the Frenchman is open to leaving Chelsea this month. And again, Blues boss Enzo Maresca has not totally closed the door on the French forward departing. He said, "With Joao and Christo, most managers only play one attacking midfielder. They are top players. I like both. They struggle because most of the time we only play with one attacking midfielder. I am not saying they will leave." United's interest in Nkunku apparently stretches back to his time with German side RB Leipzig, only for Chelsea to steal a march. Should they reignite their interest, they could face competition from Bayern Munich, but a potential Garnacho swap might see them move to the front of the queue regardless.